I get a little bit nerdy when there's creative solutions to metagame problems, and having. Thanks, Eddie. Appreciate that. Ivan.
I don't know metagame.
Create a consulting firm that's called Creative Solutions to Metagame Problems. You might get hired by like Activision or
yeah, you should run out. You know, like you staring out at a calm ocean. Have you ever wondered about the fact that there's something really wrong with your metagame? It could be like one of those consultancy videos where it's, and then it comes to a black and white shot of a developer just wringing their hands in front of a monitor. It's not working. The UMP is too overpowered. And then you just wander into the studio, put your arm on his shoulder. It's okay. I'm here to help. And then an 0800 number comes along the bottom, and it transfers into a hacky Call Saul advert where you're like, I'm here to solve all your problems.
At first, I thought you were going.
Every 15 minutes.
I thought you were going like the Viagra route, where it's like, is your metagame all limp? And soft?
I was, but we changed pace halfway through.
Oh, okay, yeah. And then
like you're a used metagame salesman. That's what you are.
I'll fix all your games meta. So adopt Counter-Strike, win. That's pretty much that's your meta.
That's just a funny image.
We can rail on me for as long as we want. It's a long show. I'm incredibly tired. I'd rather not talk.
Rita wants the whole podcast to be about him, so please pile on, folks.
Yeah, no, it's just the laugh when you said metagame wasn't that wasn't forced or anything. It was just funny that you're like, oh nerdy, Dead Silence exosuit part of the pick 13. Nobody cares. And those guys are like, oh, double boost trick shotting. Whatever.
Yeah.
If you tried that 1,000 times in any game, you could fucking do it. You could jump off a fucking building in CS:GO and eventually hit something. Like you could.
Well, I hope you show up in the phase montage, and then I'll be a comment.
I think
never get trick shotted, and then
get trick shotted.
Someone will
wait for the.
They'll zoom in on the kill feed. Your fucking name will be in the bright neons and shit.
Yeah.
Exposed.
I wait for the gamer rage video of Eddie.
What if Advanced Warfare pulls a reverse Titanfall, where everything we've seen thus far, but like instead of there being nothing in the game, there's just tons and tons of dumb shit. Like it's completely the opposite, where there's way too much dumb shit that we never saw before. I think that's a possibility.
It's like a C4 thing that when you detonate, it just cluster bombs out in every direction.
Yeah. What they don't show you, Eddie, is the supply packs. Like Deep South, they say, "Oh yeah, it's not in our game," and then you get the supply pack, and they're, "Hey, you got C4," and you're just like, "Oh fuck." Apparently, there's this conspiracy going on, which I think is true, is that every black person will always tell you Black Ops 1 was their favorite Call of Duty. I personally, and you know it's probably true. Ask any black person, and they tell you Black Ops 1 was their favorite Call of Duty. And honestly, it was. I don't know. Maybe it's because the snipers were fun. You know, they were difficult and fun to play with, and you know, the guns I liked in Black Ops 1. But I like Black Ops 1 the most. It took me a while because originally I hated
Ice Cube. That's exactly. Just come out and say it. Ice Cube is why Black Ops 1 was my favorite.
My favorite. Yeah.
I don't know. The guys that play predominantly PC, I've got this theory, is that when Call of Duty sort of revolutionized console shooters, it was because of the aim down sight mechanic that made it so different.
Yep.
And because PC...
Well, it was on PC first, actually. Sorry to interrupt you, but it was on PC before. But anyway, you are right in the aim down sight, though. But that was on PC first. Then COD 2 was on 360 late.
Oh, right. Okay.
Continue.
But as a multiplayer thing, I'm saying from COD 4 onwards, when it changed the game, and console FPS got really big after Halo, is that it went to COD being whoever can aim down sight faster and react faster win. Now, PC's never had that culture. PC's always been from the hip, predominantly. You know, the Counter-Strike way, that loads of other games do that. So when you play COD on PC, it's just guys with SMGs hip firing. Like, that's all it is. Like, truly, Black Ops 2, that is all it is. And that's why I don't think it feels right when you play it on PC.
It's a great game.
Open world. Produced by WB.
Are you being paid to say it's a great game, or is it actually a great game?
I am not being paid.
Would you like to be?
No, I'm not being paid. It's not long and hard about picking it up. The one, and I got it on PS4 because, and the strange thing is, it's an unlocked 1080p 60 frames on PS4, and it's 720p 30 frames on Xbox One, which is inexplicable. But on PS4,
well, it's actually very explicable.
I think we all know why it's like this.
There is no reason it shouldn't be running 1080p 30 at least on Xbox One. It's not like
I think we disagree here.
WB or either the developer or the publisher paid Sony, because there's a deal for exclusive DLC for this game with Sony. But the conspiracy is they paid Sony to make it crappier on Xbox One, not for exclusivity, but just to make it crappier.
Wow.
I mean, you don't have to make it on PS4 only. Just make it kind of shitty on Xbox.
just try to make it a little shittier.
I think it says something terrible about this console generation, that the consoles themselves are so bad that the corporations behind them are trying to engineer the entirety of the game industry to perform worse, so their products don't look as good.
That's
like that's if that's true, that's where we're at. Sony and Microsoft are trying to leverage their power.
And people will actually buy the excuse because they know how shitty the consoles are.
Yeah.
Oh, Xbox, this game can't run 60 FPS on Xbox One? Yeah, it's probably because the Xbox One can't handle it. And we accept that shit. Like, that's the worst part. It's like, they know that the consoles are so shitty that this is like, this is actually a possibility. You know what I mean?
For the most part, that general message was getting relayed from people who weren't getting paid off too. Because I saw Gaming Ethos' review of the game, and like, holy shit, he's saying exactly the same thing that X, Y, and Z commentator over there were getting paid to say. WB's retarded because they're paying people to say the shit that people were going to say anyway.
Where's my money, dog? You're waiting for it. Hopefully at the end of the month, like, I'll see randomly, like, in my PayPal account, WB Games sending me like $200 and be like, what?
I heard it was
good job. Like,
quite a sum as well. I mean, I don't know what the percentage were, or the CPM or whatever, but buying someone's opinion, I guess, isn't cheap.
And I think this is going to happen more and more as people turn to YouTube for things like reviews on games and, you know, just the level of trust that's built in within a YouTuber. It's almost like they're your friends and they're not part of the marketing team. Meanwhile, that's totally not the case, you know.
Yeah, and
YouTubers are part of the marketing arm of said company.
Oh, feminists ruined my life and are ruining the world. I know where you are. I'm going to come to your speaking engagement and kill all the... Whatever, right? Obviously, either fucking crazy or oh, so funny. Good one, guy. Oh, man. You really did show those feminists with that death threat.
You got
man, good one. No, not funny. No.
Death threats, how do you plead? Trolling, Your Honor? Oh,
trolling? Oh, he's off.
Classic trolling defense. We got nothing. And get out.
Pleading the fifth.
You're free to go.
Yeah,
I've never told a developer to kill themselves. I've told them to fix their fucking game. That's pretty much... Because telling them to kill themselves won't fix the problem.
Yep,
you know what I mean?
Then there's no one to patch the game.
They'd have to hire new developers.
Yeah.
It's probably going to give fire to the people that say video games cause... It's as if they were like, oh, video games cause mass murders. Let's try to actually make that game that does that explicitly. And this was what they came up with.
This is going to be the greatest field test of all time. You know what I mean? Like, this game's going to come out, and then if mass shootings go up, then people could be like, see, look, it is video games. Or if it doesn't, then be like, look, there's this fucking game that's out there, and nothing bad has happened. So can we finally put this shit to bed, please?
An Ohio woman and her partner have sued Chicago area sperm bank after she became pregnant with sperm donated by a black man instead of a white man as she intended.
So now if you read that at face value, that sounds real bad.
It
sounds real bad.
It sounds fine to me. I mean, you go to the store, you want to get the white kid, and they give you the
black kid.
the cheaper black version. And you're like, I didn't want the knockoff brand. I wanted the white supremacy child. At least maybe she should get a half-off coupon for her next child.
Normally I agree with you, but it's called a coupon, not a fucking coupon. All right? There's no Q in the word coupon. When you go to take over a government, is it called a Q? No, it's called a coup, motherfucker. A coupon. Sorry. fucking hate when people say coupon.
Notice he got more mad about that
Yeah,
than
the
the racist. And by some clerical mistake, some black sperm got mixed in with her eggs, and pow, her baby's got dreadlocks. Like it is a mistake that you have to realize.
They almost cut the wrong umbilical cord.
What era would you bang her the most? Amanda Bynes?
As long as my age scales with her, at any point in her career, I would fuck her. When I was 10, she was about 9. I would definitely hit it. She was adorable. That computer chip in her brain might cause her to be really freaky in bed. Who knows? Maybe it might deactivate her gag reflex.
The darkest fucking shit ever.
Yeah, that one may have been in the top 10 worst things Frito's ever said on this show.
I bet you could program it.
And maybe get different personalities. Yeah?
Like macros, in LOL, except way more disturbing and dark.
Oh, wow.